Broken bat, spinner on one hop to Lindor. He doesn't get McCutchen, and they're going to say that McCutchen's out because he was out of the base path, and it'll be a double play.
I do not think that this is the right call.
I don't think it is either.
He absolutely should not be called out right now.
He's got 3 feet.
He absolutely should not. He's got 3 feet from his line. He actually has 3 feet from his line
where he establishes
it. It absolutely is not the right call, and he was safe at first base, was he not?
He called him safe at first, yes.
I thought he called him out at first base.
No, I thought he called him safe at first base. Yes.
There's a general mantra in officiating: don't make stuff up. If you don't see it, don't call it. And I can talk about the rule base path versus baseline. A base path, the runner establishes their own base path. As you see the rule, they have 3 feet to either direction. That is legal. If they do more than that, they are out for trying to avoid a tag. It has to be a tag attempt. Skunking the outfield play. We'll do another video on that. Baseline is the direct line between 2 bases. On this play, the base path and the baseline are one and the same, coincidentally. They don't always align that way, but in this play, they are. And as replays show, McCutchen really never got off his path, never deviated from the baseline. Not that the baseline is relevant.
Should be a run on second.
Don't make stuff up.
Yeah, he did not.
He never got into the grass.
So you establish the baseline. You have 3 feet. He never even went 3 inches.
He never deviated. But is this the umpire taking it upon himself to make this? I believe that they.
Here, watch again. StatCast shows us the path that McCutchen takes. Watch the line.
Doesn't move.
It doesn't move. It's all along that blade.
Yeah, he's probably out at first base.
Yeah, he's out at first base, so that's what they're looking at.
And they're going to call it a double play.
Right.
Because
it's not the right thing.
Review is for first base.
What Ruben said, you can't review. Here comes Kutch. Kutch he is red hot. It is a shame that they cannot review moving out of the baseline like that. That is a shame.
I'm not sure what value having the Mets broadcast will have other than to listen to the commentators, what happens to an umpire when a call like this occurs, what the commentators on the Mets broadcast end up saying. But as far as teachables, the only thing to teach is don't make stuff up.
The Mets are running off the field. There was only 1 out. If he ran out of the baseline, that's only the 2nd out.
But the umpire at first base called him safe, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know why the Mets are running off the field.
He was not out of the baseline.
Well, the second base umpire, Jose Navas, did call McCutchen for running out of the baseline. So that's the 2nd out of the inning. I just don't understand why the Mets are running off the field because the call at first base was safe.
Well, maybe Lindor feels that the first base umpire got it completely wrong. That's why he ran off.
So the Mets, I'm sure, will challenge the call at first base. But for the moment, they've gotten the 2nd out on the running out of the baseline call that Girardi is arguing. This is going to take a while to sort out. Now you establish your own baseline, and he never wavered.
Come on.
He never wavered. That's a terrible call. The Mets get the advantage of it, but that's a terrible call by the young umpire Navas.
And he was out at first.
And it's a terrible call at first base by Andy Fletcher.
To be fair, one of those calls was really close. The other one was, well, the other one.
Safe, they called out, and the guy who was out, they called safe.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, just a disastrous sequence for this umpiring crew. Now, is the out of the baseline call reviewable? I don't believe that it is.
As stated previously, it's a base path, not a base line, but either way, it's not a reviewable play because it's a pure judgment call. That said, there's one more lesson that I want to teach going forward after they make this call.
Now the question is, will they overturn the call at first and give the Mets the 3rd out?
Watch McCutchen. The only time he touches the grass is when he slides, maybe with his left hip. And he slides right into the bag. And we have confirmed that the out of the baseline call is not reviewable, but the one at first is, and they call him out, and that's a double play. And the Mets get an enormous break. A simply dreadful call by a young umpire.
Although it's quick, it looks like all 3 umpires here are walking toward the dugout of the Phillies, the aggrieved team. As I said in a previous video, do not walk toward the dugout of the aggrieved team because you're going to find someone who's mad and will be ejected, as Fletcher does with Bryce Harper. Maybe it's avoided if you don't walk there. Maybe it's not. But it sure doesn't look good, ejecting someone 2 feet away from their dugout. That's the crux of it, making stuff up. Yeah, it's you. Yeah, go. Go. It's fucking terrible. Horrible. That's what Harper said in getting tossed. But just to belabor the point, if you don't see it, don't call it.